Hey guys, so it is week 184 here on the homestead. 184 weeks ago, I gave up everything, moved to Bulgaria and started my own homestead. So let's see what we've been up to since then. Hey guys, how you going? So it is week 180 something here on the homestead, and as you can see we have definitely hit autumn now. Some beautiful colours on this insert name here. Beautiful plant with fantastic leaf foliage during autumn. It's the first year I've had it. As you can see, some of the branches didn't grow, but we have got new growth on it, and next year hopefully this will get much bigger after taking a year to adapt to its new conditions. I'm really looking at next year it being a much better growing situation. It had a very small rootstock, so that's why we only got two very small shoots. Behind me, as you can see, the Bulgarian roses are in full hip, and everything is getting a lot more autumnal. Halloween is almost upon us, so we have been harvesting some pumpkins. And anyway, I'll show you what else I've been up to here on the homestead. Hope you guys have had a fantastic week, and I will of course talk to you again soon. Have a good one. So just as the sun begins to rise here on the homestead, as you can see, the tops of the trees get picked out beautifully by the early morning sunlight, and you can really see those autumn colours coming in. At the back, at the top here, that's a walnut tree. Then this is a hazel, and this at the front here, that's a cherry. All of them definitely turning. The walnut trees are possibly the most far along, but the cherries not far behind them. Anyway guys, it's a beautiful autumn here, and I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves wherever you are. Hey guys, so this week's chicken spotlight, this is Little Black. A very pretty rooster. As you can see, he's a very active rooster too. He's got a little beard and a little bit of Polish on the top of his head, so he is a Polish crossbreed. He's got some lovely like golden mullet feathers, mostly black, and as you can see on his flight feathers, he's got a lot of white, so he's a combination of all of the chickens that I have in one Little Black rooster package. Anyway, this week's chicken spotlight, Little Black. Hey guys, so a couple of weeks ago I did a segment on Big Red, and I said he was a big rooster, but he is a big rooster. I mean, if you look at the size of his very powerful wings and the actual size of him, he's a big old boy. But without scale, I don't think that was very clear. But anyway, this is Rodney, or Big Red, and he's a very good boy. Hey guys, so as you can see, we've cleared off this field. We have harvested all of the pumpkins and the tomatoes that were here. These are actually leeks, but they were covered up a bit, so I'm just leaving them out. They seem to be growing fine still, so I think I'll probably leave those just to get a little bit bigger before I harvest them. I think they're more of a winter veg anyway. Over here we have this black line. That's the old sunflowers that are dying, that are rotting, sorry. And as you can see, the rest of it has now been cleared. So all that needs to happen is this will be tilled before the end of the year. And I think that's it for this year on this patch. I'm not planting garlic here. So yeah, all that's going to happen here is it will be tilled and ready for spring next year. Hey guys, so this was the main field for pumpkins. As you can see, I've cleared it off. It still looks like a mess, but over the winter, as the snow comes down, it'll cover all of this stuff and flatten it right down, and by the spring it'll all be rotted away, and all we'll be left with is the ground. So there's no need to go through and weed at this point. I mean, it would reduce the seed pressure, but as it stands, it's not too much of an issue. So next year this will all just be tilled from where it is now. And you can see I've still got a couple of chili plants in there. They're still producing fruit. It's far too cold for them, but the fruit's growing every day. They're still flowering. they're definitely trying to put out every last little bit before they die this year. So we'll leave those alone, and we'll just take off what we can. But let's go and see what we got off of this field. Hey guys, so here's this year's winter veg haul. Starting at this end, we've got loads of little pumpkins, a big pumpkin, 3 large-ish pumpkins, 1 medium pumpkin, a load of green tomatoes, a couple of marrows, so another little pumpkin, another medium pumpkin, a very large, strangely shaped pumpkin, and yeah, so that was all. There's actually a couple of chilies in there as well. So this was all of the last of the year's harvest. I will be saving the seeds from this pumpkin because it's the weirdest looking one. So those will be the seeds that I'll be growing next year. Anyway guys, that's this year's winter veg haul. Not the best, but I also didn't put a lot into any of these. And of course, another absolute benefit of getting off all of those pumpkins and volunteers is that once again the compost heap is full. It had dropped right down. It was only about 20 centimeters left at the bottom. So there's at least a 15 to 20 centimeter layer of good compost at the bottom of this bin. But I hope to get a little bit more out of it and get that top layer done as well. So we've got all of the pumpkin plants in here, and marrow plants and tomato plants. All very, very good to compost. Lots of moisture in them, lots of volume as well, but not a huge amount of material, so they compost very, very quickly. And what I'm doing at the moment is just getting this layer of grass, dead hay grass that was actually on a field, and that's going to form a layer over the top of this. And then this dead grass will form the bottom layer of next year's compost heap. But we're getting it ready for its winter hibernation. So we're just going to pack it out, insulate it with all of this stuff, and hopefully by spring I'll have a hell of a lot of decent compost for growing next year's possibly chilies, or we'll see what else we want to do in very good quality compost. I might start selectively breeding some sunflowers. But for the time being, I need a lot of compost because it's going to be something.